Hello all! This is going to be my first video, probably a crappy video of me making art. I'm trying acrylic pouring for the first time. I have watched a bazillion videos on this and I wanted to try it for myself. So here goes. I took a haul to Hobby Lobby and then realized I forgot a bunch of things, so I went to Lowe's. And I have watched videos and such on how to get the right consistency of the paint and whatnot. Highly recommend Mixed Media Girl. She's adorable and fun, and I'm looking forward to this because of her. Okay, so the way they do this is they say acrylic paint is baller for this, at least for beginners, and she recommends 5 parts of this mixer called floetrol to 3 parts paint and then 2 parts water-ish. It's not consistent because all paints don't have the same consistency, so you add the water in slowly. So we're gonna dump some floetrol to the 5th line. I think that's just about it. Oh, that's a little more. That's okay, this is my first time, you guys. And then we're going to add paint. To the next line. Or the next 3 lines, I guess. Okay. And then we are going to mix as best possible. I have a fork. You can be smart and purchase a paint stick stirrer thing, but I did not have such a thing, or the desire to go try and find it in a store. So I'm just stirring with a fork, a plastic fork. Okay, and now I realize the flaw. I can't see my lines. Crap. You can like scratch on it. Nope. Okay, it's like semi-guesswork from here, I guess, you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the water and pour just like a tad bit at first, because all paints have different consistencies. And I can see that I got actually like right at the line. You can't tell at all. But anyway, the goal is to get it the consistency where it sticks on the fork, but it moves. Okay, I'm probably gonna have way too much here, but let's do the rest of them. There were lots of spills and lots of concern from the thunder and rain coming out my window because I was going to do this outside. However, we persevered. Why is the thunder like 30 seconds long now? Just like that. I have no idea if this is going to work. Not even slightly. Why did it get lighter when the rain started? That's my question. And finally, we had somewhat of a finished product. Well, a starting board, perhaps. So, after frustration with making my awesome looking palette, for all of this beautiful work to go, we're finally ready. It just took, you know, moments of, and while ripping this dang box apart, kudos to the manufacturers of the monitor my roommate ordered. that thing was not meant to break, and scenes of when I started drinking our tools. But we are finally ready to get this thing going. Always, always make sure that you're wearing the proper attire for this. I am guessing, even though I haven't done this before, because the paint gets everywhere. So I am wearing a khaki shirt and some tie-dye pants. Yeah. Did those suckers all by myself. Let's get this thing going. Shout out to the YouTuber Teeptus for this video, or her video, talking about how they did their pour, because that's how I'm going to do it. We start, and I wrote myself a little rubric over here. Now, of course, their colors are different than mine, so it's just kind of a way to go off of. It looks as though they start with white, and they do quite a bit at first. Okay, so let's not get paint on the canvas before we start okay. So they start with the lightest colors. So the lightest colors come last. And they start with kind of quite a bit of white. And then keep that white because that looks to be what you use the most of in this pour. And then they go to the next color, the next lightest color. And for me, that's yellow or gold. It's not very gold. But I'm going to use gold. Okay. And then next would be, well, let me do a little more gold. Okay, next would be green, I think. I'm not a rainbow expert. Oh crap, I already forgot to do what they do. Well, they do white in between every color. Just a little bit of white. And I failed on that between the green and the yellow, so oops, we may get a little bit. That's okay. Alright, so now I'm guessing the next is red. Or I guess this was like burgundy-ish. Okay. And add that little bit of white. Okay, and then purple. And then more white. And then blue. Actually, purple probably should have come after blue. Oh well. We'll get what we get on this, I guess. And then white again. And then for good measure, I'm going to do a little bit of purple on the top. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're going to start by, he had a long canvas, Tinctus in the video, so I'm going to start from the corner of my square canvas, and I'm just going to slowly kind of funnel this color out and go in like a circular motion. As I move down the side and pause kind of in the middle. Maybe go off to the side and go. To the end. Tinctus also the white, the remainder of the white, and poured it on the parts that weren't covered. And then he used a tool. I've got 3 over here. I'm just gonna pick one at random. Okay, to kind of smooth it out. Get it to all sides. Get it covered. Oh god. And now I need gloves. I strapped on a glove and just let it kind of drip and cover all the sides. Try to keep as much color on there as possible while still coating and not leaving white everywhere. Okay, and I think that's just about it. I mean, I gotta let it kind of, oops. Tap some places where it didn't fully cover. Look over here in the corner. There, now it's covered. And over here, this corner. Oh, I may have to actually lift to get that one to go, yeah. That one to go. Just kind of cover it. Okay. And that's kind of friggin' cool. I'm losing light, but whoa. It's like so cool. It's not what I pictured, but honestly, I don't know how you could really get exactly what you want out of a bunch of colors kind of pouring together. But this is like seriously awesome. And I guess I'm gonna leave it to dry. Hopefully the rain doesn't screw anything up. But I have a lot of paint left. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that. I don't want it to just, you know, leave it and it is useless. So now we just touch up the edges, get the corners. Not the most proper way to do this, but I did what I could with what I had. I really liked the one on the left, and the big canvas had some casualties of war. If you can see the little drops that I got on it of the purple and blue mixture, but that's okay. All is fair in acrylic pour paint, I feel like. And so what I'm going to be doing is leaving these guys for 24 to 36 hours to dry, and then I'm going to be covering it with Rust-Oleum Satin Clear Enamel. Mixed Media Girl recommended the Crystal Clear, I think, but Lowe's was out of it. The guy I talked to said they carry it, but they didn't have it in at a time. And then it'll have to cure for about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on humidity, she said. I'll post the pics when it's finished.